quick question of the day. And I think I want to throw a little bit of spice on there. It's been a lot of things going on, and I'm gonna go first. So I'm gonna give these guys some time because I didn't give them this question. I was like, I'm gonna surprise them. So here's a surprise. All right, I need one player, but this is a no excuse player. And here's what I mean. This is a no excuse player. This player coming up for this season, right, has no excuses, right? We've done enough to surround him with whatever we need to surround him with, and they have no excuses, right? There is no, this happened, no, 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 no. Either put up or you know the rest. All right, so I'm going to go first. My player that I'm nominating to the front of the office is none other than Tremaine Edmonds. Right? It's a no excuse season, right? Even though he's on his 5th year option, like, and we're gonna talk about in a second. We've done everything we possibly could do as far as getting him some, defensive line help. You know what I mean? A lot of times people talk about, oh, we didn't have necessarily that big person, in there to kind of take on some blockers and to move some people around, and that the offensive line was kind of getting to the second level, quote unquote, right? That was an excuse that you would hear. But this season, I think we've done enough there, and we're gonna talk about that in a second, that Tremaine Edmonds has no excuses, right? Like, this is his year. It's either put up or just be quiet, bro. We just gonna have to move on. So that's the person I'm dominating for our no excuse. So I'm gonna go to Rad. Rad, do you have a no excuse player this year?
No, I don't have a player, but I'm gonna switch it up. I got a coach.
Okay.
I'm gonna go McDermott on this one. I think this
Ah.
year is all about Sean McDermott.
Ooh.
Not on some like if he don't get it done, he going to win the Super Bowl, he getting fired or nothing like that. I'm not saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying I think this year is gonna be about to see what type of coach he is, like long term. Do we got one in the generation coach? We got one of the coaches that we're gonna be confident in year in, year out. We're gonna be in Super Bowl. All these, you can go back to the Bill Washes, the big Shanahan, the father Shanahan, Tomlin, or you know what I mean? People like coaches like that with pedigree, the first ballot Hall of Famer. Do we got a first ballot Hall of Fame coach? I think this year and moving forward is gonna show us a lot about. I mean, he's been doing everything great in my eyes, as far as the last 4 or 5 years we get into the playoffs. But I think losing the bowl, upgrading your quarterbacks coach, and what's the
Ken Dorsey.
Upgrading Ken Dorsey, those moves like that, and moving forward, and seeing that the defense can rebound from not rebound, but keep it pushing.
Rebound for 13 seconds. Yes, rebound.
I guess rebound, but keep it. We was number one last year, so still improve, even getting better than it was last year. I think it's a Sean McDermott year for me. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, Sean, what kind of coach are you? If you a good coach or are you a great coach? And this is the year for me to see if Sean McDermott is a great Hall of Fame all-time coach. So for me, it's Sean McDermott.
Okay, Tremaine Edmonds, Sean McDermott, Matt. Who is your no excuse player or coach for that matter?
So my no excuse player is one of Sam's favorites. I'm gonna go with Ed Oliver. With the moves that Bean has made, that defensive line should see a lot of one-on-ones next year, all across the board. And Ed Oliver, he's in a contract year. We got him in his option now, so he's definitely gonna have to come up and be one of those type of impact players that we know that I think and know that he could be. But just with the signings of, I know a lot of last year we talked about, he wasn't having a lot of depth and help next to him. Like Harrison Phillips was hurt. Starr was either, out for COVID or just didn't want to play that day. I don't know. But now with the signings of Tim Settle, Daquan Jones, and, we brought back Jordan Phillips. And then we got to talk about the huge signing. I'm sure we'll get into that. And Von Miller. Got Greg Rousseau, Boogie Bash, and there's going to be, they're going to have
Shaq.
A lot of rotation. Oh, Shaq too.
Sack
Going to have a lot of rotation. So he shouldn't have any excuse to put up some numbers this year.